All right, so in other news, Miyamoto on Miiverse basically left some comments about the closing out of the Year Luigi. Almost a year has passed since I announced the Year Luigi, marking the 30th anniversary of Luigi's debut. Thanks for the kind support. However, all good things must come to an end, and the Year Luigi will conclude March 18th. And then he leaves a couple more comments about, by the way, as this means the closure, we actually leave a comment for Luigi in this post.
Yeah,
Anyway.
they're resuming the eternity of the Mario after this.
Yeah, exactly. But more importantly, I think that just putting a date on it means there is one more thing.
You think so?
Yeah.
Or that was just the day
Probably.
when Luigi debuted and...
Well, they did announce the Year Luigi a little into the year. I don't think it was a theme out of January. I think it didn't show up until like March. I got to do my homework on that. I may be wrong. But I do strongly believe if you're going to put a date on it, you probably have another product that you're going to put out.
So wait, when is the end of the year, Luigi?
March 18th.
And when is NES Remix 2 out?
April.
And April has the backwards version of the original Mario Brothers with Luigi in it.
Yeah, that's part of NES Remix 2.
So they're kicking off the end of the year Luigi with Luigi getting his own game inside.
Unless
of the
I
game.
have the dates wrong and it is in March.
that could be it.
That's it.
That
yeah.
it's just Remix 2.
I think it's something else, but
because that's my guess. That's their goodbye. Like, and one last surprise: a thing we told you about 2 months ago about a game from 25 years ago.
Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo.
We'll see. There may be something. They may have some smaller downloadable title a la,
Like what?
Dr. Luigi.
Hey, Dr. Luigi came out of thin air, man.
Trozze.
I know, but they're going to do that again?
I am
Dr. Luigi Tetris?
So I am holding out for 3D World DLC, probably with Luigi.
I'm
Although
holding
they
out
pulled
for-
that trick already with New Super Mario Brothers U. I'm convinced that 3D World should get DLC. I think if Pikmin got DLC and New Super Mario Brothers U got DLC, 3D World totally deserves DLC because I think it's better than both those games.
I think
would
you're
love
right.
that.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
That sounds
So
good.
I'm holding
that's what
out for
holding
a DDR Luigi mix.
Oh, I like that.
there you
I
go.
like that.
Bring that back.
Yeah.
Or Luigi Troid, which
Yeah.
is a Metroid
Luigi
spin-off.
Troy? Yeah.
I like that.
Luigi Troy. You get that in NES Remix.
In the beginning,
Yeah, that's right. They got all the bases covered.
in the beginning, he loses all his powers and
Yeah.
he never gets them back.
Or Luigi Fit, which is an exercise game about being a
You get-
Luigi.
Yeah, get taller.
He's gotta
Using
stretch.
Luigi Fit every day.
Jump like an idiot.
All right, so let's quickly look back at the year of Luigi. Right, let's look at what
I can't
we
believe
got.
that's a real sentence you just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
it
let's-
happened. So
We got to make room for the year of the Yosh.
yeah,
I know.
noticed
Is that
that.
you think it's coming up?
The year of the
The
Yosh.
year of the Yosh, Jesus. So out of the year of Luigi, we got a couple of interesting projects. So we've got Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon, which was a
Good.
much delayed 3DS game for a bit, but
Yep.
it sort of kicked things off in March. Then we got New Super Luigi U,
That was not good.
Mario.
I
loved
Are
it.
you crazy?
Yeah.
Why didn't you like it?
Pear doesn't like to
don't-
be rushed through his platformers.
I hate timers like that.
Oh, it was so
That's
much
that's
fun.
how I play Mario.
No.
I
Yeah,
love
me
running
too.
through it. Like that's awesome.
That's exactly. They made a game for how I play Mario.
Yes.
I don't let go of the running button.
just keep
and
going.
I jump and hope for the best. And they made a game out of
They
that.
ADHD'd it. I mean, it's like
Man, really?
ignore every collectible. Just get to the end as quickly as
Oh, I
possible.
still get the collectibles.
Yeah,
You just gotta be a man.
I
about
know.
it.
I
do it
just
quickly.
don't. I just didn't like it. I liked. Like, because the moment I start a level, the level tells me that, oh, don't expect anything great. It's just going to be over in like 5 seconds. Don't worry about it.
That's true.
That's like Mario
Right?
3.
Whereas,
Yeah.
like,
They
when
were
I go
over
into
quick.
I go into a Mario game, I'm like, holy crap! I found a hidden vine. I'm going up there. I don't want to hear do 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 do.
See, I think as DLC to something that already existed that
Sure,
was that,
sure.
then great. It's
Yeah.
but I get what you're saying. If that was the only way they made Mario games, I'd be annoyed
Yeah.
because I need both of those worlds, right?
Sure,
I'm with
yeah.
you on that. I'm with you on
Well,
that.
you hear that ditty though right before you start a level in New Super Luigi U, and it does automatically put you in panic mode, right?
Yeah.
It's like the hurry up song in Mario means get moving. You got 100 seconds left, right?
I know.
Yeah.
So maybe Pear just had a
No,
bad
it was
experience
just
with that.
more like I was hoping for. When I heard about the DLC, I thought in my head, "Holy moly, we're getting like new levels. Every level is going to be redone." And then it turned out more like, and the levels were obviously different, but it was more like a challenge mode.
Yeah.
Something that after you beat a level, now you're going to try to beat it as quickly as possible, and there may be leaderboards comparing you to others,
Yeah.
right?
I think the two lessons from that game, one is, and they also put like really cool art assets all over the place, but you can't really stop to look at them
Yeah.
because you're in such a rush.
No, totally.
You know, there was like Luigi thing. So that's one lesson. Like, don't make a hurry up game if you're going to put cool like little hidden stuff.
Yeah,
left
make it
around all over
ugly
the
so
place.
you want it to end.
You
No,
guys
not
know the
that.
levels didn't self-destruct after you beat them
No,
once.
they
You could
didn't.
go back and play them
They
again.
didn't, but they didn't really give you time to like want to take your time through a lot of it. And I feel like platformers in general, like losing the timer is
Yeah.
what makes some of them better. or I like the Wario Land 4 approach, where like you don't have a timer for most of the level, and then you have to race through it because of a timer. That kind of thing.
I know when Pear's like he's always cooking some idea in his head,
Oh,
and he gives you this
No.
half smirk.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna knock you down a peg.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
you
not.
wait.
So
I
think,
can totally understand why people would like it.
Yeah.
It's not my
Yeah, you
my-
already said because we have ADHD.
Yeah,
you
that's
insulted
it.
us.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Well, one of my favorite things from the original one was the challenge mode.
Yeah,
where,
me too.
And this game was essentially more of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
A little simpler, I'd say, because like that challenge mode was.
But
really
I
hard.
think the other takeaway from this whole like new Super Luigi U experiment is I don't know if it was worth it to redo so many like every level of the game, like reconfigure it in so many ways. I wonder how many resources that took, and maybe it should have been smaller. I appreciate that it became its own retail package that was a lot cheaper. It was
Sure.
like $30.
Yeah.
But I also think, was that the best use of resources to support a title in post-release? And I don't really know, if that game sold, reasonably well.
I would say for me, like, it's instead of going, hey, it's been 7 months, here's another fully packaged $50 Mario game. They were like, hey, here's this thing, it's $30 and it's a bunch more.
And
levels.
you're gonna run for your life in every level.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, every other game gets DLC and map packs and stuff like that, and I've wanted something like that for Mario for years. Like, instead of getting one every single year and they're like, oh, now it's got a cat and a pigeon and all this other crap. Like, if they just go, hey, here's a new thing, and it's been 6 months, I'm like, yeah, great, that's
Pear's
awesome.
hatching something when you said cat
Pigeon?
and pigeon.
Sure, I gave him a free idea.
There's a
Take that,
pigeon
Nintendo.
suit.
Yeah.
What's it do? Like steal people's French fries and like get run over?
You have to beat
have one awkward leg.
You have to beat Super Luigi, and you'll find out.
So there was Mario and Luigi Dream Team, which came out in July, at least in the States or in Europe. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, it was okay. Like
Nope.
I love the writing and the humor. I just thought the game was way too handholdy and like,
Yeah.
hey, you just arrived at this town. Pan over to Tim, who you have to go talk to. Okay, now go talk to Tim. I can figure this out on my own. Don't hold my hands. I
Yeah.
don't know. That was my beef with that game.
Maybe you're about 8 feet above the target audience.
I
Have
am.
you thought about that?
It's true.
I didn't get into it either.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
target audience is 2 feet below the ground.
They're minus feet
You're a
tall.
tall Nintendo
I've-
fan.
they're-
How
They're
dare you?
loosely buried.
you know, I still don't know Fahrenheit and feet. I know Jose is 2 meters tall.
Yep.
I think he's 12 feet.
yeah, at least.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing about that game grabbed me.
Yeah.
I like the sprite artwork too.
No
man.
Italian
I'm
jokes?
I'm such a sucker for sprite art.
I am too. Not that sprite art.
You didn't like
I
it?
thought that was. I didn't like
You
the
don't
art.
like it, huh?
I didn't like the backgrounds. I didn't like the enemies or the character design or anything. The dialogue was like.
Were you ever a fan of Mario and Luigi?
Yeah. I mean,
RPGs?
I liked them back in the day. It's one of those things where I loved Mario RPG, and I don't really like all the different ways it branched off. Right, like Super Mario RPG was great. I love me some Paper Mario, but I feel like
I love me some Paper Mario.
yeah, like I mean, because I can't just say I love Paper Mario because I don't love Super Paper Mario. I think
Okay.
that was like
You like
But
Mr.
that was
L?
different. That was
Right.
kind of mixing platforming more
Yeah.
into Paper Mario. I really liked Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door. And
yeah.
That's
What
a
about
favorite.
what about
Yeah.
the 3DS one?
A sticker star?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Same
Not-
problem.
I know
Not
a lot
as
of people
good,
that
yeah.
really liked it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
problem as Dream Team, I feel.
Yeah.
Except less direction when you have to use a tool to defeat a boss.
I enjoyed that one, but
Really
yeah,
good
look,
writing.
I mean, even this one had a ton of fans too. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you like this game, you can always email us and give us your opinion. Maybe we'll read you on the air.
Yeah, and don't hate us for ours.
nvc@ign.com.
That's right.
Yeah, I actually don't know anybody that really loved Dream Team. I
Well-
don't understand why they. I mean, it sold a lot, and they gave it its own 3DS,
Yeah.
which is always
Okay.
weird. And the 3DS they gave it is beautiful. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
it's really
looking.
nice.
But I don't know anybody that was like really championing that game.
All right,
My
Brian
little
has-
cousin was a big fan of the Inside Story, Bowser's.
Oh, yeah.
No, that was
Right.
such a good. Yeah, it was
Love
Inner
that. I
Space
remember
as a
he was-
Mario game.
Yeah, he was disappointed by this one.
Oh, really?
Whatever
Okay.
that means.
Well, challenge to you: if you're out there, lover of this game,
Yeah,
email us and say, "Dear Brian."
I like Tim's little cousin as a recurring character on
Yeah.
the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
there
our
we go.
barometer.
What's
Yep.
his name? He needs a name.
Kevin.
Let's
Kevin.
check in
Oh,
on
that's
Kevin.
Little Kev.
Yeah. Shout
What
out
else we
to-
got in the
shout
year
out
of
to little
Luigi?
Kev.
I noticed you circled Rayman Legends. Was
Well,
that a
I
Luigi
did.
game?
No, it's not because it's made by Ubisoft.
Rayman, not
but
Raymond.
Did I say Raymond?
Yeah,
said
everyone
Rayman
loves Rayman
Legends.
Legends.
Rayman Legend sounds boring as hell. Oh, I went to Kmart and then I drove home. I took a nap.
You're
Good
a
night.
legend, Raymond.
So I circled it because it has Mario and Luigi costumes,
Oh,
which
yes.
in my book technically counts.
You're cheating.
I'm
Okay.
cheating.
Was
great,
it?
yeah.
It's like the Halloween. Of
I'm
the
gonna-
year,
Yeah.
Luigi.
Yeah.
I'm
pretty
gonna.
Although it came out in August.
Let me see. I'm gonna circle some like scribble knots as an L and a U in it, like Luigi. So
God,
it's-
oh my God. Okay. Look, they had to get permission to use those costumes. It was good timing for them.
Mario and Luigi
All
weren't
right,
scribble
it's not like
knots,
Mario and Luigi showed up in Pokemon or anything like that.
No.
Wow, imagine if that happened. All right, and then Dr. Luigi at the end of the year. I didn't put Super Mario 3D World, even though that also could technically count because Luigi's in it. And I also feel
He's
like
in it.
Nintendo.
Mario
was-
and Sonic, he was in that too.
Okay.
Olympic Games.
I also feel like Nintendo was trying to make Mario Golf count until they delayed it. World Tour. Remember, it was supposed to be
Didn't-
a 2013 game.
Didn't 3D World have the Luigi Bros
Yes,
minigame?
that's right.
Yeah. So
There
I mean,
you
that's
go.
just so weird.
One of the co-directors hacked that, and someone saw it and was like, "Oh, that's cool. You should just put that in the game." It was
Yeah.
like, really?
And they just put Luigi's everywhere in that game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Was
yeah.
weird.
So
That's
it
right.
'cause
So
of
it
your
does
Luigi?
count. Okay,
Of
I
course
take
it counts.
I take it all back.
if Rayman Legend counts, and if this
Yeah,
counts.
for the costumes. All right, fine.
Raymond.
Raymond,
I think it's
Raymond.
it's cute that they made this theme year for Luigi. I think it's
Yeah.
a great idea, even if the product itself wasn't that great.
Even if historically this is one of the worst financial years.
That's what I want.
Yeah,
it was
worked-
almost like
it
a
worked
cover
great.
for, oh, we don't have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So the year of Luigi. There was the Luigi statue from Club Nintendo.
Right,
That
I'm still
counts.
waiting for mine. Where's mine?
It's in the mail. And Wii remotes, Mario and Luigi themed Wii remotes, which I think also counts, even
Yeah.
if it's. Have you bought one of those, by the way? They look like a little like Wii remotes designed for children. So I feel terrible that I have this on a shelf in my house.
Oh,
I'm like,
really?
ugh. Yeah, it's
on a
way
shelf?
too kiddie. Yeah.
Give
Put
them
it-
give
put
them
it-
up. I'll take them for
No,
my kids, man.
that's okay.
I'll take 'em
Your
from-
kid's gonna pay for
I don't
them?
have kids, but I'll take
No,
them.
my kids have no money. Don't be so mean.
Okay, got it. All right, so overall, year of Luigi, give it a score right here. We score things at IGN. What'd you think?
It's,
1 to 10.
6.2.
It's a 6.2.
Oh,
that's,
wow, yeah.
that's perfect.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what it is. It's slightly
perfect.
above a
You can deviate
6.1.
from these if you want.
Yeah.
So 6.2. Why before, or do you want to give your score first?
I mean, numbered. I don't know about giving a numbered score to this. Like, I enjoyed Luigi's Mansion a lot because I really liked Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
But
That was a
overall,
really
I
good
love
game.
the idea of the themed year.
Yeah, me too.
So
Me
I
too.
give that idea a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, but
Okay,
Nintendo doesn't
that's-
have enough.
that's sweet.
Nintendo doesn't have enough IP to theme every year. after
Yosh,
something.
I'm telling you, it's the year of the Yosh.
They're gonna run out of characters. Well, they've been around 125 years, but it's still like, what would you? Okay, year of the Yosh, year of Samus, year of
Birdo,
Yeah.
That's when you're scraping the bottom of the
Baba.
barrel, sir.
Candy Kong.
Candy Kong.
Year of Samus sounds great to me. If that
Really?
means we're getting new stuff, that's not
Pear, we
just
can't even
one
get
game.
a day of Samus from Nintendo these days.
Yeah. Last year should have been year of Zelda, to be honest. We had like two
I mean,
really
it pretty
big
much was.
Zelda games. We had
Yeah.
a bunch of virtual console releases for Zelda last
That's
year.
true. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They can do it with any franchise if they want to, just by doing kind of themed releases like classics. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I love Luigi. I always did. I always picked Luigi growing up. Or when you finally had the chance to. When I played Mario, I played as Mario, and everybody else had to wait and play as Luigi. But when the second you had a choice, I'd be like, Luigi's great. I love him. He jumps crazy. He's a wonderful character. And the year of Luigi gave him a really good excuse to make a lot of really strange things, which I love when Nintendo just gets to go, yeah, we're just gonna be totally weird for a couple months. We're gonna make, we're gonna make a sequel to the vacuuming ghost game, and we're gonna reskin the Doctor game, but with his brother for no reason.
Yeah. Remix.
Like, and NES Remix came out, and like a lot of really cool things happened. But all things said and done, like it was just so strange, and it almost became this running joke with the press and with fans too, which I think probably wasn't intended.
No.
I don't know like how you control that PR. Like if you work for Nintendo and you're like, hey, the Year of Luigi thing. So it's sort of a hit, but everyone's kind of also making fun of us for it. Like,
Yeah.
it's
They
the
went
year-
all out though. Like even on all the press things. Like whenever I'd go to a Nintendo event, like they'd have giant statues and
Yeah.
giant like vacuums you could
It
use
was-
and stuff. And it was like, ridiculous in a way that Nintendo usually isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the PR people would always be like, "Go take your picture with Luigi." And I'm like, "You're usually not like this." And
I
they're
know.
like super into it, and I'm like, "Now I'm into
And
it."
they
it's also
sponsored the train, right? They had like
Oh,
a green
yeah,
train
that was
and
part
all
of the
that kind of
team.
stuff.
Yeah, that's
There was
Remember?
the
right.
Tumblr, the Luigi
Yeah.
Tumblr online.
So
yeah.
I mean,
that's some other stuff.
The
Sorry, I left that out.
the ironies, of course, it's a great idea when you're trying to take a secondary character because Luigi games don't sell like Mario games. They have never sold as well, right? Like, and that's because they were probably never as good, never
Well, he's
got
only
the same
started,
push.
like one game.
But like to me, the year of Luigi is you do that when you're doing really well and you're doing franchise care. You're trying to make another franchise grow. In this case, it wasn't much of a franchise, right? Like it was all these different titles that really didn't have anything in common. So
What had Luigi in common?
What was it? But what was it supposed to build, right? Like was it all about, hey, we need to really rely on our superstar characters, so we need to make this guy bigger? Was that the goal? Or was it just having fun, and then nobody could stop once they were having fun?
It's like if Disney was like, "Hey, it's the year of the Goofy," and then like that year, like Epcot Center shut down, and like, all this other weird stuff, and they're like, "Hey, so we put pictures of Goofy all over a school bus," and you're like, "What are you doing? Like fix your like." So I don't know. It's really weird to me that most of their games are so timeless, right? But like if you look at Dr. Luigi, like. Dr. Luigi is standing on a plaque in that game the whole time while you're playing it that says, "The year of Luigi."
It was advertising. It really was.
It's just so weird. And then they sold it for $15, which is like not some birthday party. Like, give it away. Just give it away for free. Hey, come to my party. Here's the cover charge. Like, no, come on, man.
It's like playing a game on wasn't there a Toyota Yaris like sponsored game on XBLA?
It was free.
Yeah.
But it was free, but it was technically a commercial.
Yeah, it's a
why would you
commercial.
market that car on, I don't know, to gamers?
It's like, what are you
Well,
selling me
okay.
this?
Dr. Luigi was pretty good though.
I loved
the
it.
Yaris game was,
Yeah.
you
Yeah, it
know,
was pretty
notoriously
trash. Yeah.
terrible.
No,
People played it for achievements, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I just think it was weird. Like
Nintendo.
the year of Luigi was also the year where their two biggest competitors in the world launched new consoles.
It was the worst year to do
Like
the year of Luigi.
like you do it. It's like what Pear said. When you're like flying high and you're running the show and everything like that, you can be like, oh, and it also, hey, why not? It's the year of Luigi. Even like the secondary characters get theme years and birthday parties. But when like when everything's not looking so great for you, it's a weird time to be like, hey, remember
It was-
everyone's second favorite?
Yeah,
He's getting his
that's
own
why
year.
it's funny. That's why I think it became kind of funny for the press. Also, you know, Iwata saying the year of Luigi was really cute. Right?
Yeah, the outfits were funny too. When
Mm-hmm.
he like have the Luigi hat, or Miyamoto would have the vacuum on and be like cleaning behind the scenes or something.
But I mean, on the flip side, like, what could they have done, right? Like, yes, if they had bigger games ready to push, you know, they could have gotten behind it. I guess they could have pushed Mario really hard the entire year.
Yeah.
But you know, it's very similar.
Sure.
Yeah.